just spending a lot more time selecting the right kick, the right clap, the right main synthesizer sounds, the right bass, it could actually be a decent track.
I need to pull
Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today another vlog. I will keep it quite short today because the first half of the day was being in there in the vocal booth. I mean, not me being in there, but the singer and songwriter being in there. We recorded one more song for my album, a possible song for my album. I unfortunately can't share it here on YouTube at the moment because I'm not sure if it will actually end up on my album. And in case we want to send it out to another artist, I of course can't share it here with you, but once I can, once it's sure it's one of my songs, I will. And then the second half today is like all business stuff. I have a phone call with another distributor. We're switching now to a bigger one that gives us more possibilities for the label. Then another upcoming release on the Accents label, and I have the first 3 phone calls today with possible managements and labels for the album. Will be exciting. I don't know what will happen. I never met these people in person, but yeah, getting in contact and just talking and seeing what might happen. You never know. But things are definitely moving forward. So let's do like one of your favorite segments, another track submit, where I listen to your music that you submit and try and give you feedback. Let's get right into it. The first song today by Cabello Corral is called Prelude, featuring Luigi. First up, I was missing the vocals because featuring Luigi implemented kind of that there is a vocal on top, and the song actually needs something on top, on the drop and in the break, either a vocal or a main synthesizer, something that can replace the position of vocals within a song. The drop is quite nice. It's heavy, it's bottom heavy, the kick is cool, the sounds are there and nice, and it's kind of chilled, relaxed in the break. But I'm really, again, just missing that middle frequency main thing that gives you the melody, the hook, the stuff that gets stuck in your head. Mixing wise, it's quite alright, a little bottom heavy. I would try and add a little more top end to give it a little more shine, and mid frequencies, yes. I mean, you could try and raise them, but there's no real element sitting there filling out that spot. A guitar could also kind of do the trick, but really, yeah, here, just the main element. But other than that, pretty straightforward, cool kind of song. The next one was just uploaded 5 days ago by Pitch Black, and it's called Maze Flower Remake. Okay, this song right here is like a classic case of all of the sounds and samples are a little off. I think this song, if you take like the bare bones of it and you would start changing the sounds, like just spending a lot more time selecting the right kick, the right clap, the right main synthesizer sounds, the right bass, it could actually be a decent track. But everything in there sounds like just taking the first best thing you find in your DAW. And I know this takes time, first of all, to have the experience to know what to listen for and which kind of sound sounds modern and not like a stock plugin and like a basic sound. Layering could help to make it more interesting, but I think here it's really just like having the experience and listening to a lot of other music and listening for what kind of sounds good in a song. I think the kick needs more punch, same with the clap and all of the drum elements. The mixing is also not perfect, but I think like the number one thing to get right on a song before even considering mixing, mastering, and all this stuff. A lot of beginners like talk a lot about because they think it actually makes a lot. It's actually the right sound sample selection. This is so key. I say this a ton of times. If you would take any huge EDM producer artist song and you would remove the mastering and would remove the mixing, it would still sound pretty good because they have the right sounds. Especially for big room EDM, the sounds make up the entire song, because mixing wise, there's not much to mix. Usually it's just like kick, bass, synthesizer, like 3 elements. That's not really hard to accomplish, to get those glued together. But getting those sounds, getting those few elements right to make up the entire song is pretty hard. Also, most of these songs, also like dubstep, for example, do a lot call response. So one sound playing and then another, so that they don't clash, and the mixing is even easier. But in return, they have very, very unique, very, very strange, interesting kind of synthesizer wobble sounds that make up the entire track. So yeah, here on this song, just go back into the project and go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kicks until you find the right one. I know it's annoying, it sounds very not like creative, and it isn't, but it's a huge part, if not the biggest part of music production. And once you got the right sounds, reuse them on the next song and refine them a little here and there. And this way you will advance, your sound will advance. I mean, just go back to, I don't know, the very first Martin Garrix song. It sounds like shit. Like it's not good. It doesn't sound polished at all. And if you listen now to his tracks, they sound way, way, way more refined, and everything is on point. And I think this journey of like, I don't know, 6 years that he took is all like gaining experience and collecting the right parts for these kind of fresh new songs. Anyways, next up by Demux, a song called Hold Your Mind. This one right here is cool. It's deep house, like definitely my cup of tea. It's just too deep. It's like also a beginner mistake, also something I'm guilty of. You want your song to sound really deep and bass heavy, and that's why you mix a lot of bass into it and leave a lot of high frequencies out of the song. But then at the end, without the contrast and the high frequencies, it just sounds very muffled, like this song. It sounds actually quite alright, but I'm missing the top end. And plus, on top of that, the vocals are pitched down, which makes everything appear even lower. So maybe, yeah, rethink like adding some hi-hats on top. This will also stabilize your groove and make this song a little faster, or have some ambience in there, some pads in there, just something in the top end that gives you the contrast to the low end and balances out the song. The vocals, I'm not sure if they work pitched down like that, at least not for a long duration. I think a little pitched down vocal here and there is fine, but over the entire song, it's maybe pitched down a little too much. That song is actually a good example by Accidental Cool, called Higher, Electro House. Haven't heard that in a long, long while, but it gets definitely right having the top end in there. It's shiny, it sits in there. It's maybe a little too much, and like the mid frequencies are missing a little, but overall it sounds more balanced. I mean, you can already see it in the analyzer. It's like U-shaped, maybe again a little too much, but that's an easy fix in mastering. Stylistically, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love electro house. That's basically the music I started with. I haven't heard anyone do it at the moment, at least not in this kind of style. So yes, why not? I mean, like every couple of years, things repeat and start again. And this might be a fresh take on it. I think so far, the overall best song. The next one is by UP, I can't even pronounce it, called Prog. This one right here is again a classic case as the other song of the wrong sounds for the drums, the wrong sounds for the synthesizers. I mean, the rest kind of works. I mean, the melody is not the greatest, but I know a lot of big room songs that do even less than that. I think if you would replace all of the samples and sounds with better samples and sounds, this track could actually work in a festival kind of scenario. But yeah, it's experience. It's sitting in front of your computer, going through presets, tweaking those presets, mixing it a little, see if it works, replace the kick with a better one, see if it works. If it doesn't, replace it again. It's annoying, but that's a huge part of music production. So yeah, for me, it's now time to take care of the business stuff. And tomorrow it's time again for making music, sitting in front of the computer here in the studio and going through sounds. Yeah, I think that's like, in a nutshell, what a music producer is doing actually, like going through stuff, selecting the right stuff. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to submit your song, down below in the description, the first link. I will do another episode probably in a week or two.